Now, one of South Africa's preferred festive season destinations is ready to host holidaymakers. eThekwini Mayor Mxolisi Kaunda has addressed a media briefing at the reopening of the Blue Lagoon swimming pool. To tell us more about the city's festive season plans, eThekwini Deputy City Manager Dr. Musa Gumede joins us live. Doctor, we appreciate your time this morning and we hope that we get to come to Durban this festive season. I want to start, though, with the concerns that we've had in the past with regards to the safety of the water and safety at the beaches, please.
Yeah, good morning. We committed last time we spoke that we're going to test frequently. We are testing frequently now. We're testing twice a week just to make sure that we have recent results all the time. The second issue we committed to last time was that we were going to test together with stakeholders that disputed our results. And 2 months ago, we started that process with the private sector NGO that was part of disputing our results. I can confirm that I've got results that came out yesterday that confirm that all our beaches except for 2 in the south are free of E. coli that can cause challenges for our bathers. So we continue to improve on the infrastructure that causes challenges to our beaches.
You've also opened a number of your swimming pools. What are the significance, or what is rather the significance of the swimming pools being open, not just for tourists, but of course for the local residents as well?
Yes, last year there was a lot of noise or unhappiness with the public because some of our swimming pools that were affected by either closure during COVID and therefore had mechanical challenges or were not repaired in time for the festive season. So this year we've been throughout the year trying to repair them. We now have over 34 that are working. During the festive season, we will be opening all across the beachfront. Yesterday or 2 days ago, as you have indicated, the Laguna Beach pool was open. Yesterday it was packed with kids who came to experience swimming in that Laguna pool at Blue Lagoon. So we are hoping that the CAC, which has been in the public space for a longest time, will be finished. We are currently having a contractor on site working on it. Started a week ago, and there is a huge work that needs to be done on it. We are targeting the 15th of December to be the completion of that work, meaning that from that day it should be open to the public.
Now, Dr. Gumede, we do know that there are some concerns about the general safety of not just local but international tourists in South Africa. What is the readiness of the municipality looking like in terms of safeguarding all tourists this festive season?
It is a concern for all of us who stay in eThekwini throughout the year. The issue of safety is important. What we've done this time, we've had a discussion with SAPS, Metropolis and SAPS. They have put together a plan, combined plan. They've also included the private security people and also other stakeholders who are involved in security. The plan involves combining their efforts and making sure that their shifts cover the area throughout the day and night. It started to bear fruits. We have more people now deployed along the beachfront in terms of Metropolis. This will increase until the peak period of between 16th December and the 2nd of January. We hope this will reduce crime. We've also improved in terms of our plans. We have put together a plan for child minders so that when the crowds come to the beach, we are able to make sure that there are no lost children left behind. We have a plan to tag them so that if they get separated from parents, you could be able to identify who the child is and the number of the parents. We have a lot of other improvements, volunteers and workers that we have engaged so that they close the gaps where we don't have sufficient people.
Dr. Gumede, in terms of the repairs coming from the flood damage that unfortunately occurred, how are we doing with those repairs? And is the infrastructure ready to host all the tourists that will be flooding to eThekwini?
The repairs are ongoing. We had two types of funds. The first fund was called MDRG, which was 185 million, which was for immediate repair, and we had 6 months to spend that. We were able to spend a lot of that money. Almost 90% of it was spent. And then we got 1.5 billion, which is R&R rehabilitation money, which is long term, which we are required to spend by the end of March 2024. So we have a year to spend that amount. Most of the work is sanitation work, water and sanitation, and road and stormwater work. We have a lot of projects, over 700 projects of roads and stormwater, which we are currently building. And we think that we have identified where there are bridges. I think there are 2 bridges that it should not be spent within a year, because the work that requires to be done, it requires more than a year to spend. So we've already flagged that to National Treasury and to the Department of Culture, where disaster resides, that for those particular projects where we require more than a year, we are advising them upfront that that project will take longer than a year. But in terms of sewer, we have contracts now, which was our worst problem. Contractors who are going to help to make sure that the wastewater pumps are repaired are now engaged. The last one, I think, went on procurement, was appointed last week. We're now finalizing in terms of people who may have come forward to appeal. Once we finalize the appeal, they should be on the ground in a week or 2, once those appeals are finalized. Those will then finalize all the contracts that we need to have on the ground in order to rehabilitate infrastructure that was damaged.
Doctor, let's have a look at this grants rollover that was approved by National Treasury for the municipality. We're talking 1.6 billion rand. How will that assist you?
This money had already been planned for. The problem was that it came in March 2023, and our financial year ends in June, so there were 3 months to spend. So we then advised by National Treasury that because they had given us within a financial year, in order for projects to continue in this financial year, we must indicate, motivate how they would be done. We then indicated the different, we gave different plans where they had questions, because some of these issues about questions they had on how we had explained. We had to explain better, indicate better, use the correct terminology where we had used the incorrect terminology, so that we are all on the same page. Once that had happened 2 days ago, they then indicated to us we can go ahead with the projects we had already indicated that were procured in order to deal with the issues on the ground. So we will make sure that by March we have most of these projects done, and where we need more time, we get permission that is required to extend beyond March.
Thank you so much once again for your time, Dr. Musa Gumede, reassuring us there that eThekwini is ready, the beaches are ready, the water is safe, and measures are in place to keep you safe during the festive season. He is the Deputy City Manager.